Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The ceremony will begin in 2 minutes. Please begin moving to your seats and silence all electronic devices. Thank you. As a reminder, during today's ceremony, military and civilian guests should stand for the playing of the national anthem. Military personnel are reminded to stand at attention during the playing of the national anthem as well. Saluting is not required for today's indoor ceremony, and we invite all civilians in the audience to place their right hand over their heart during the playing of the national anthem. Good afternoon. I'm Captain Matthew Hahn, and I will be narrating today's ceremony. On behalf of the presiding officer, Colonel Nathan L. Owen, Deputy Commander, 378th Air Expeditionary Wing, welcome to today's change of command ceremony in which the reins of responsibility and leadership of the 430th Expeditionary Electronic Combat Squadron will pass from Lieutenant Colonel Clayton Vector McCart to Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Sass Koch. The change of command is a traditional and symbolic event. Key to the ceremony is the passing of the unit's colors. The colors are the commander's symbol of authority, representing their responsibilities to the organization, and the passing of the colors symbolizes the transfer of command and responsibility and authority from the old commander to the new. The 430th Expeditionary Electronic Combat Squadron, Senior Enlisted Leader Master Sergeant Randall Black is the custodian of colors. When the colors are not displayed for the commander, they are in the care of the commander's Senior Enlisted Leader. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the presentation of colors, the national anthem, and the invocation by chapel bells.
Honor guard. Post. Colors.
Colors. Ten. Put. Port. Arms. Step. Colors.
We live and work in a diverse environment. As I offer a prayer in accordance with my faith, I invite you to offer one in accordance with yours, or observe a moment of silence. I invite you to pause together. Almighty God, you place people in positions of authority and responsibility for the common good, and you charge us to pray for them. We thank you for the work and leadership of Lieutenant Colonel Clayton McCart. May the spirit of justice, care, concern, and dedication to duty be Vector's legacy to the men and women of the 430th Expeditionary Electronic Combat Squadron. We also pray for his family, his wife Anna, his sons Tristan, Elijah, and Jasher, his daughters Taylor and Ananiah. As they are reunited, may this time be protected and sweet. I ask your blessing on Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Koch as he picks up the mantle of leadership for the 430th. Give him clear vision for the way ahead, wisdom for the decisions he will make, and a heart of compassion for the men and women who may serve by his side daily. Bless his family, his wife Megan, his children Jacob, Madeline, and James. Grant them favor while they are separated. Give insight for their coming challenges, and bless them with strength and endurance. Lord, as we anticipate the new lessons, challenges, and successes that SAS will inspire in the 430th, may we dedicate to support him as we accomplish this mission together, knowing that the best days are yet to come. In your name, amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Honor Guard. Chaplain Wells, ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. At this time, we'd like to introduce our distinguished guests in attendance, and please hold your applause until the end. Please welcome the 378th Air Expeditionary Wing Commander, Colonel Kevin D. Hickok. The 378th Air Expeditionary Wing Command Chief, Chief Master Sergeant Christopher D. Grice. Please welcome all other commanders, senior enlisted leaders, first sergeants, mission partners, and the men and women of the 378th Air Expeditionary Wing. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome the presiding officer, Deputy Commander of the 378th Air Expeditionary Wing, Colonel Nathan L. Owen.
All right, good afternoon to everyone. Glad we got the Zoom with the families and the friends. We'll talk to you in a minute. First off, thank you, Captain Hahn. Appreciate the work for setting this venue up. Fuego, thank you for helping out too. Chief, it's good to have you here. Boss, good to see you. All the commanders, senior enlisted leaders, friends, and I would say combat veterans who are here to say goodbye to Vector. It's good to have you all here. It's kind of unique to see the DCOM be up here and preside over a ceremony. And I gotta say, I'm humbled and honored that Vector asked me to do this. So now that Vector is leaving, I will become the grandpa around here as the longest serving Phoenix of the 378th Air Expeditionary Wing. It's kind of bittersweet because Vector and I have been through a lot in the year we've been here. And to see him leave, I'm happy for the family, but I'm sad to see a friend go. So I just want to say I bittersweet take that reign from you, but I won't walk with a cane. All right, so the three things I usually talk about when I stand in front of a crowd is, if you tell me your time, your treasure, and your talent, I can tell you which priorities are, right? And I challenge our airmen when I speak to them every time to give me their time, to honor the treasure, and give me that, and really I ask for their talent. And what I'd say for Vector, 365 days is a lot of time. I empathize with that. We live it every day. And the minimal amount of time we get to see our families when we go back, it's not the same. And so Anna, I really want to say this to you. Your time is coming to a close when you're about to get Vector back to your family. And it's pretty special. But I recognize that you've given me all of your treasure. You know, the father, the husband, the friend, the acquaintance who you can, cry on the shoulder or be there when you need them. Well, we're sending him back. But what I can tell you is we definitely appreciated his time, his treasure, and his talent at 378. He was valuable, and we'll miss him. To Tristan, Taylor, Anaya, Elijah, and Jasher, you're going to get your dad back. And I promise he's excited to see you. And he'll tell you stories about flying together and how I angrily yell at people on the radio and embarrass them. but you know, it's still fun. And he'll talk to you the stories of flying with the squadron, and I don't know how many new wingmen you put through the program here and made them into combat veterans and warriors, and to watch that grow is just amazing. So take the time to listen to your father's stories. Ask him questions, let him brag, and love him because he needs it. To Vector, I asked a lot of you, buddy. We weathered a storm, and I'm proud of you. The treasure you brought is years of experience, from the bombers, the B-52s, to the safety-minded, risk-assessed decisions you make, to just being one of the strongest characters I know. I knew no matter what happened, you wouldn't stray from what was right. You were grounded in the decisions you made, and every one of them I knew was made for the right reasons. So I appreciate that. You're a testament to that. The talent you brought, well, we're losing a seasoned aviator. I mean, I have 2,200 hours of flying combat in the A-10 and F-16. Vector has over 1,000 hours this year. And some people think, holy cow, how do you do that? When you start looking at the number of sorties, it's right on line with everyone in this squad. Every person that walks into this unit walks out with an ungodly amount of hours. But what they also carry back to their unit is experience. And when Vector first got here, it was a much different theater. Humanitarian aid into Gaza, and they were relaying for the radios for the C-17s, dropping that. Flying up in OIR for the close air support missions going on. Down in the Red Sea to defend Israel and some of our shipping lanes. And then overnight, things changed. Within 2 days, we're flying F-16s in combat over enemy capital. We're getting airmen shot at. And the first thing they did when they came home, what they did is they thanked the bacon. Because the comms worked, the Link 16 picture was there, and it enabled them to maneuver as a formation and survive. And really, the team was ready for that because Vector had them ready. And I appreciate that. You can always count on you to have the team ready to walk out the door and support that fight whenever we need to. So thank you. Also, this squadron, to the men and women of the 430th, one of the last remaining expeditionary squadrons in our Air Force. You have a guide on. No other change of command we see here will have a guide on with them because they belong to another group, another wing, another MAJCOM, another NAF, but you do not. You belong to the 378th Air Expeditionary Wing. You belong to AFCENT, 9th Air Force. You are the only expeditionary squadron that can save it, and that is very cool. The lineage of your storied squadron to World War II is quite impressive. And so I challenge each of you as you move forward to honor what Vector has put in place, to honor that guideline, and to carry the squadron as if it's your own. Because it is why you're here. Whether that's 6 months or a year, it's your squadron. And how you leave it is your reputation. So cherish it, and please leave it a better squadron when you walk out. So Vector, thank you. Jon, Sass, as our commander likes to say, welcome to the arena, and you're stepping into it. So like I said, the mission has changed. You are now threatened where you fly, and that's a different kind of feeling. And what I need from you is that humble, approachable, credible leadership we always talk about, right? You walk into a unit that has vast hours of experience across different communities. And you saw that back at Shepherd and back with your AETC days, of a large, vast array of different talent coming together to influence our younger generations and make sure the Air Force has the airmen they need. So take that experience you had back there, that experience of molding a team that comes from different diversity, and making it that fighting force that we need. So I challenge you to do that, while remaining humble, approachable, and credible. You know, the one thing I always watched Vector do was fight and advocate for his squadron. All the way up to AFCENT and DAF if he had to, the point where I pull him back a little bit. Say, hold on, brother. But that's what I like, is go out there and fight on behalf of everyone in the 430, as if you're fighting for your own family. And I know that looking out there, Megan, Jake, Maddie, and James, we appreciate the time you've given us with your father and your husband. We will put him to hard work, and I guarantee When he comes home to you, he'll be exhausted. You'll have lots of stories, but you'll be proud, and we'll be proud of him. I promise you what we use his time here for, and his treasures, and his talent, is to make sure the men and women of the 430th not only fly missions in combat, but return home safely. Now I know your time has just started, and you've got that excitement. You see your dad up here. It's gonna get hard. It's gonna get real hard at times. And it's gonna be hard for him too. But just like you have a family there, he has a family here. Use this family when you need us. We're all here together. And I promise, when you walk out this door, you too will look at that flag with pride that got on it. So, welcome to the arena. I'm proud to have you. I'm happy to get to know you. And I look forward to seeing how you shape, mold, and drive this squad. So, with that, let's make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the presentation of the Meritorious Service Medal.
Publish your orders.
Attention to orders. This is to certify that the President of the United States of America, authorized by Executive Order 16 January 1969, has awarded the Meritorious Service Medal, 3rd Oak Leaf Cluster, to Lieutenant Colonel Randall C. McCart for outstanding achievement from 26 April 2024 to 30 April 2025. Lieutenant Colonel Randall C. McCart distinguished himself by outstanding achievement as Commander, 430th Expeditionary Electronic Combat Squadron, 378th Air Expeditionary Wing, Prince Sultan Air Base, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, while deployed in support of Operations Inherent Resolve, Spartan Shield, and Prosperity Guardian. Colonel McCart safeguarded Air Force Central Command's $560 million deployed fleet of E-11 Alphas, while commanding 33 military members and 75 civilian personnel in a $720 million contract to operate $4.4 billion Battlefield Airborne Communications Node Program. During 24-hour operations, he led over 1,000 mishap-free combat sorties spanning 8,500 flight hours, providing 7,400 hours of tactical range extension and 18,500 hours of vital communication bridges. His astute leadership culminated in support of over 600 confirmed air and ground strikes, 34 Gaza humanitarian airdrops, 5 troops in contact missions, 60 show force, and over 500 information warfare operations, bolstering Central Command's top priorities. The singularly distinctive accomplishments of Lieutenant Colonel McCart reflect greatly upon himself and the United States Air Force. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. It's my pleasure to introduce the Commander of the 430th Expeditionary Electronic Combat Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Clayton Vector McCart.
All right, thanks everybody for being here. And yes, I'm pulling out sheets of paper, but don't worry, it's big font. Simply because I can't see that well and I need glasses to fly, but don't worry, it won't be too long. But good afternoon, guests, and thank you for joining us in the ceremony and celebration. I know it's difficult to carve out time in your day, not only for those that are deployed, but also for those that are watching back early morning, back home, in fact. Thank you all for honoring us here today. To our senior leaders, fellow squadron commanders, chaplain, honor guard, protocol, PA, Phoenix Warriors, and to the Black Bulls. Welcome and thank you for attending a mid-busy schedule. It's an honor. Colonel Flint McCart, Chief Price, thank you both for your leadership. Since 25-2's arrival, your team has demonstrated seamless support to what seems to be an ever-expanding sea of MGFEs in our combined warfighting efforts. These challenges and pace are unique to this theater, to say the least, but the expertise and talent that 25.2 bring to the fight are more than sufficient to stay ahead of the power curve. It's hard to believe, but 26 April marked 1 year at PSAP for Vector. In late 23, I was hired by General Quadri with 24.1. When I first arrived in early 24, I was led by Colonel Spanier's 24.2 team, followed by Colonel McLeese's 25.1 team, and now by your team of 25.2 Warriors. The inertia behind deployed rotational leadership is uniquely challenging, but your team hit the ground running. It really did. Fairly seamless. It's been an honor to be part of Team Phoenix and this long time to include today. As a recent highlight, I was pleased to fly, or at least to get you a chief in the air with the Black Wolf team, so that you can see what Bacon brings to the fight. Given the frequency of personnel rotations, a few key people are selected to provide continuity in the AEW in order to resist the rotational amnesia and provide stability during turnover. To be honest, that's one person. So Booster, thank you, sir, for honoring us today, for supporting over the last year, and for being that continuity for the wing. My sole 365 compatriot, there's not enough time here to give my sincere gratitude for your trusted leadership and your mentorship. I only had a few months with your predecessor, Colonel Wick, and most of my command was spent directly with you. This past year presented near constant challenges that I don't think anybody could be completely prepared for. However, you were there the entire time. You were always, and I do mean always, there. You helped me to keep a steady aim in making the right decisions. You're clearly a technical expert in warfighting, and this is a well-known fact and asset across the theater. And I believe you're an ACC as well. You know who to call and what to call with at any given time. Trusted advisor. The time you dedicate to this wing's mission success regarding the human aspect in particular is incalculable. Thank you for being that trusted mentor. We stand here today celebrating a change in command because you were there every step of the way, sir. Your leadership was marked by integrity and excellence, but most of all, accessibility. On behalf of Doc, Shocker, Skate, Screech, JC, Bruiser, and now the next team, thank you, sir, sincerely, for everything, regardless of the hour on the clock. You're an immovable backstop of combat ops needed by these squadrons amid challenges that are sometimes insurmountable. But I will personally always remember your tireless contributions and be thankful for your leadership, sir. To the Black Wolves. As Booster said, we represent the last traditionally filled expeditionary combat squadron in AFSEC. Just like our days in Afghanistan, our talent is sourced by casting a wide net across the Air Force MAJCOMs. As a result, we are unlike any other NGFE, where teams are preformed and then combat ready prior to deployment. Each Black Wolf across both support and flying staff arrives in theater and immediately begins training while simultaneously conducting combat operations. This is a truly unique process where the experience teaches the inexperience and there are constant rotations of personnel. Believe it or not, our org chart is literally updated every month. As the only flying training unit in AOR, the Black Wolf's pace never slows. Overall, the fight does not wait for us to get up to speed, rather we keep pace with the mission demands and lessons learned by constantly teaching the next generation with each passing month of inbound and outbound PAC members. The results of which are reflected in the words of the citation just presented. Those weren't my accomplishments, those were your accomplishments. And they were truly astonishing. In my time leading your PAC, we accomplished 50 mission qualification and 90 pilot upgrades while simultaneously conducting combat operations. During 24/7 operations, we were the epitome of doing more with less, but more than that, we were the embodiments of what a small group of professionals can accomplish. Comprising a squadron of only about 30 airmen with a very small fleet of E-11s, we provided CENTCOM with over 1,000 mishap-free combat sorties spanning 8,500 combat flight hours. This accomplishment speaks for itself and is truly unprecedented even in Bacon's history. To say it out loud one more time, with our Northrop Grumman partners in the back, and thank you for being here today. We could not be here without you. Your hard work and dedication, providing more than 7,400 hours of TRIO and 18,500 hours of comp vision. In all, you supported a variety of fighter, bomber, ISR, CSAR, and other aircraft, along with Joint and Coalition ground specialists in what is now close to 700 airstrikes, along with the airdrops and TICs, and 500 IO operations. And Inherent Resolve, Spartan, Shield, Prosperity Guardian, Neptune, Solace, and many other unnamed operations. Some of you may not know, but your accomplishments in the E-11 were showcased during 5 high-vis media engagements and interviews. Believe it or not, that was seen across both key and friendly and enemy countries through 17 civil military agencies, including AFCENT, ACC, and SAF. There were 20 million viewers that saw the contributions of what the E-11 is doing and what you have provided to CENTCOM. It's no surprise that the President of the United States and the First Lady personally called to congratulate you over the holidays to say thank you. Thank you for your unique contributions to our nation's priorities and helping write a few more pages in our shared modern history. Make no mistake, your daily sacrifices and selfless contributions matter in this dynamic fight. I know that each of you will continue to give Lieutenant Colonel Koch your very best as we turn the page on yet another chapter in Black Wolf history. SAS, brother, the challenges during your command will be unique and they'll be different as the fight continues to evolve. I'm confident that you're the right leader at the right time to drive the pack head first into the fray. To your loved ones back home, Megan, Jake, Maddie, and James, your support during this deployment will be invaluable. Thank you for lending us your husband and your dad for a little bit. Your service to our nation, while not easy, is invaluable and appreciated. I saved this last part so I can get through it. It'll be short, so I can appear to be a war fighter up here and not break down. To my family, my wife Anya, children Tristan, Taylor, Anaya, Elijah, Jasher. Yeah, there's 5 of them. They've been waiting on their dad. To return from a 1-year journey, but not just that, been geo-badging at the Pentagon at headquarters for 2 years as well. So that's 3 total years away, again, from. So, I'm coming up. Thank you for your continued sacrifices to our nation and for being strong in my absence. To those online, the Black Wolves and all the Phoenix Warriors, we owe our ability to focus down range to the Patriots back home who empower, love, and protect each and every one of us. Thanks again for joining us today. Finally, I begin my command with a howl, and I conclude the saying, Black Wolves. Ooh.
As a token of our appreciation, the Black Wolves would like to present you with a departing gift. Please take this as a memento and a thank you and a reminder of your time with us. Thank you, Colonel. It's been a great honor to serve under your command. The men and women of the 430th Expeditionary Electronic Combat Squadron, thank you for your leadership, support, and dedication, and we wish you good luck and Godspeed in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the official challenge.
Publish the order.
Attention to orders. Under the provisions of Air Force Instruction 51509 and in accordance with Special Order Number G122 dated 29 April 2025, Lieutenant Colonel Clayton Vector McCart relinquishes command of the 430th Expeditionary Electronic Combat Squadron and Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Sass Koch assumes command, effective 29 April 2025, by order of Colonel Nathan L. Owen, Deputy Commander, 378th Air Expeditionary Wing.
assume command.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to introduce the new commander of the 430th Expeditionary Electronic Combat Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Jon Koch. Please be seated.
Well, I promise I'll be short. First, I want to thank Colonel Hickok, Colonel Owen for the opportunity for us to lead the Black Wolves. It really means a lot. I'm really happy to be part of the team, and just know that you can count on me. Chief Grist, thanks for attending. All the commanders, Skate, Cogs, John Claude, Bruiser. Looking forward to get to know all of you, being part of the team, and working together to get the JOD done out here. Chaplain Wells, Master Sergeant Black, Searman Haddock, all the Honor Guard members, Searman Shalado behind the camera, thanks for being a part of the ceremony. Captain Hahn, this is no easy task putting this all together. Trust me, you crushed it. If my NJET brothers back home are watching, Colonel Schulman, Colonel Koch, thank you for your encouragement and belief in me to come out here and command. It really means a lot. To the entire NJET team, thanks for all the support and advice that you guys gave me the past few months as I've been running around trying to get out here. It's been invaluable. Vector, thank you for putting together a solid plan to get the mission ready and executed into perfection. But even more importantly, I want to thank you for your family and your sacrifices that you made over the past year. I know it hasn't been easy. It's truly a testament to your commitment and your service to this country. Hopefully you'll be able to take some well-deserved time off with Anya and your children and rest easy. The Black Wolves are in good hands with me. I want to thank my in-laws, Steve and Kay, for always being supportive and encouraging of my endeavors. My mom, my dad, who are hopefully watching. The fact that I'm standing up here reflects how you raised me, and I am forever grateful for your love, guidance, and support. Jake, Maddie, and James, I'm so proud with how all of you showed maturity and understanding in loading out your dad for a year. I love you and miss you guys every day. To my beautiful bride, Megan, we have endured a few of these type of things the past 16 years, and I'm sure this will bring its own unique challenges. But I want you to know how grateful I am to have you by my side, even if it's through FaceTime 8,000 miles away. I know you will keep me focused and spirited to lead this great group of men and women. I love you. Finally, to the Black Wolves and the entire Northrop Grumman team, it's been a fast and furious 2 weeks since I stepped off that gray tail. I can't express the gratitude in each and every one of you for being so welcoming. I'm the new guy. It's been amazing you watched rise to every challenge thrown your way, and I'm ecstatic to join the team. It's truly humbling to witness such a fine group of professionals working together to accomplish the mission. It's a privilege to get the opportunity to lead you, and I hope I can earn your trust. I know there will be new challenges we will face, and I look forward to facing them together with you.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Koch. The men and women of the 430th Expeditionary Electronic Combat Squadron are proud to welcome you as our new commander. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. Please join us for post-reception cake and refreshments located in the back, and to congratulate Colonels Koch and McCart. At this time, please stand for the singing of the Air Force song and remain standing for the departure of the official party.
To go into wild blue yonder, flying high into the sun. Here we come to meet our thunder, and boys, give her the gun, give her the gun. and rejoice on the flames of wonder of a quiet of a roar. Live in fame and die in flame. Hey, nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force.